Howdy folks, I think our microphone is on. I am not really sure. Well, I see a signal. Sorry I haven't flown lately. It's been one of those kind of deals with when the weather's good, I'm not available, and when the weather is not good, I am available to fly. But tonight we're taking a look at the sunset here in Mecosta County, Michigan. Off in the immediate distance there, the foreground is the Morton Township Airport. Is a little grass strip that has actually been designated as a radio-controlled aircraft site because there's actually more radio-controlled aircraft, we believe, than full-scale aircraft that come in here. So there's a permanent notice to airmen out there that tells any full-scale aircraft, if they do want to land here, be aware that there may be radio control activities on site, as well as a significant amount of deer. We've been walking around here for a good part of the day, or a good couple hours of the day maybe, and finding all kinds of deer activity in remnants, mostly at this point. Yeah, here, let's take a run down to this runway. See what we got down here. Yeah, see, there's a big X at the very end past the cones. There's a big X telling full-scale aircraft that that particular runway is shut down because of the problem you tend to have if you land this way. There's a displaced threshold, so right there, those three cones that I'm looking at now is your displaced threshold because of the very end of the runway. There's just, you can see it's all tore up, and those trees are quite tall, so you have to come in and you lose 25-30 feet of the runway anyways. And then as we get to the other side, if you look, if you run off, you're going to be running off into some highly populated businesses potentially. So this runway here has been shut down. I believe it's runway probably 95 or 96. I haven't looked at the chart lately. So this particular runway is off limits for full scale, at least in the landing direction this way, due to the shortness and the takeoff. I guess if you have to abort, you don't have a really good spot to abort. We can take a look at the sunset again. I do still seem to have a weird horizon anomaly, but I don't know if it's just our terrain is constantly going up in the area or if my gimbal is not parallel, but I've noticed that problem over my last few flights, so I might want to check the calibration on the gimbal. Going a little quick little flight here.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
Alrighty. She told us that we're at our max altitude, folks, and I don't like to go above that, so I've not overridden the software. So right now we are sitting at 120 meters or 400 feet AGL. Not quite over the road yet. Yeah, we're still on the airport property here, so that's good. That little lake out in front there is part of the Tri-Lakes Association. That is Blue Lake, and you're looking onto the very edge of Mecosta Lake, I believe. This would be the next of the second lake, and the third lake that we can't see currently is called Round Lake. So now we're just going to sit here and enjoy the sunset from northern Michigan.
Thank you. I found it.
Yeah, we're not quite out of the edge of the airport property there. I'm just going to zoom around here and see what we got. And we got a cell phone tower there in the distance. It's a nice little clip away there. Haven't had much color yet changing here in northern Michigan. It's predicted to end the color is starting a little bit later than last year at least. So we still got full green activity here because the weather's been actually kind of great. We've had basically a good set of rain and dry periods this year. It's not too much of either, so can't really complain. I am hoping to get out on some color tour flights here as the colors change, so you can definitely watch for that video to be coming soon. Now if we come off in this direction, this is basically one of the main runways that does get used quite a lot, and there's also a whole lot of deer down this way. As you might be able to see once we get towards the end of the runway, there are deer blinds stationed at various strategic spots. I'm not sure if they get hunted too actively anymore, but I know years ago they used to get hunted quite actively. So yeah, let's see what that sunset's doing. Definitely looking good there. I haven't flown my Phantom 3 in over a month. It's been, like I said, between the day job and the weather not cooperating and life in general, I don't get out and fly as much as I'd hoped this year. But I'm hoping the wintertime lets us get out and fly a couple times and we can keep sending out content here. We have definitely started in the fall. I can already feel the humidity going away more and more each day. Creeping into the sunset slowly. Sure, my little iPad screen here doesn't do it justice on a big cinema display at 4K. This would be sweet. Northern Michigan definitely does have some great sunsets if you can catch them. We probably should have staged up a little closer to the lake and got some shots over the lake, but we've been out at the airport here flying while we could fly. All the other little aircraft and whatnots we have. I got a pop wing and a little tiny quadcopter for us to play with and beat up on and do a little bit of aerobatic work and whatnot because the The DJI here is definitely just a sort of a video platform. We don't go and try to get too crazy with it. Actually, you'll see on my flight back here, I'll bring her down a little bit, start coming over. There'll be a little quad.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
And we're going down, lady, so yeah, you're a little late on your warning, but thank you. I saw it for a second. Let's get one more quick view of that sun. So we're about losing the sunset part of it. It's just now the afterglow. Oh yeah, definitely looking good there. He's got the quad back in the air. Let me look down here. Trying to keep the motion nice and fluid. And we're stationed right there. I'm behind that little tree. Alrighty, folks. Well, I'm about to get the warning on my low battery alert here, so we're just going to probably pack it in for a day. We'll get one more look at this sunset from about 20 meters up, because I've already started to come down. Yep, we've lost her. It's just the afterglow now. It still looks amazing. Alright, there's the low battery. Oh, hey, we got a quad above the... Yeah, you're above me now. I see you in my sunset view. So that's a little JJRC indestructible quad, as they've marketed it, and we've certainly put it to the test, because we are not... Wow, that's going awful fast. We are definitely not at all advanced pilots. So let me bring this sucker in for a landing here, as it's complaining about battery. I don't like to give it too much of a...
Battery level is low. The aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
I'd cancel you. Alrighty, folks. Alrighty. See you next time.